high school basketball.
Keating across the stripe. Crossover behind the back in the lane. Right hand got it.
Boy, that's a big-time play right there.
That was pretty.
6'2" senior Pat Keating puts it down for the Falcons and gives them a 24-20 lead with 4:27 to play here in the second.
Presented by Sholo Ford. Drive one.
Thatcher up by 3. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Keona fires for 3, and he ties it up again. We're tied at 64.
What a game. High school basketball is also brought to you in part by Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Indian Pine Restaurant, and Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store, Sunrise Park Resort, C&H Plumbing, K-Supply, Summit Healthcare, Octopus Car Wash, and Williams Brothers Auto Service Center.
Nick Gore trying to guard Keone. A mismatch. There's a steal. Epps has it poked away by Engel. Engel coast to coast. He lays it in.
And now, high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
Welcome, everybody, to Sholo High School, home of the Section 3 Division. Section
4.
Division 3, Section 4 semifinal divisional tournament, and we got a good one here for you. It's a doubleheader action. The first game is getting ready to kick off here. It's the Winslow Bulldogs taking on the Holbrook Roadrunners. Winslow Bulldogs come into this tournament ranked number four
in the state, yep.
And number 4 in the division, and Holbrook ranked number 3 in the state and also 3 in the division. It's going to be a good one. The third time they've matched up. Brandon Todd here, Mike's side with Punt, Cooley, Punt. Welcome, and looking forward to a good game here. Give me some thoughts here as we get ready for tip-off. Just under 2 minutes till tip-off. We'll get set with our Ace Hardware keys to the game. Ace Hardware, 24/7 locksmith. Next time you're locked out of your car, just need a key replaced day or night, any night of the week. Call Ace Hardware, your helpful place with 3 locations: Pine Top, Overguard, and Sholo. Punt.
Well, you know, you're talking about 2 teams that have split during the regular season against each other, so clearly closely matched. Winslow appears to have a little bit bigger lineup in terms of size down low. Whether or not that's going to make a difference, you know, we haven't had a chance yet to see, or at least I haven't had a chance to see either of these teams play. But, you know, Coach Greer has been coaching these Bulldogs for a few years, always does a very solid job. So you know Winslow coming in is going to be well prepared, well coached. They're usually a very disciplined team and loaded with athletes, as is typically the case with anything at Winslow. They always have great athletes up there. And then Holbrook, on the other hand, a new head coach this year, Delmar Johnson, replacing I can't think of his name right now. But anyway, he replaced the coach from last year that had been there several years, but they have not skipped a beat, have the Holbrook Roadrunners. As you had mentioned, they're ranked number 3 in the state right now. And they've given at both of these teams the good thing about tonight's game, and I think it will be a battle, is the number 1 ranked team, Snowflake. And these last matchups, Snowflake against both Holbrook and Winslow, were some of the closest games Snowflake has had all season. So that tells you the caliber of ball that both of these clubs are capable of.
We're going to send it over to public address announcer Jeff Houston with the starting lineups. Well, maybe. He's getting ready. Ace Hardware, want to remind you, Ace Hardware, keys to the game, 24/7 locksmith. Call them next time you need a key replaced. You're locked out of your car or your home any night of the week. Ace Hardware, your helpful place with 3 locations: Pine Top, Overguard, and Sholo. We're just waiting for the public address announcer to figure out his mic, and then we'll get some starting lineups for you. Punt, I was watching these teams warm up, but I got to tell you, Winslow, listen to some of these sizes for Winslow. We got 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", 6'4", 6'3", 6'2".
Yeah, they have
Holy cow.
Yeah, they have great length. Of course, they can only start 5 ultimately, and we don't know which 5. So, you know, Holbrook, on the other hand, they're athletic as well, and they always have shown in the past the ability to move the ball really well on offense and very patient, well coached. And I do want to mention that Coach Johnson, Delmar Johnson, replaces Raul Mendoza, who's now up in Window Rock. So tip of the cap to Coach Mendoza. I want to make sure I didn't forget him. But anyway, like I said, Holbrook certainly capable of putting up points as well, even though they are a little bit smaller team, but you can be assured that their quickness will be there as well for them.
This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 worldwide on iTalk1067.com. Want to welcome in all of our listeners and watchers on our stream at iTalk1067.com. And Brandon Todd here giving you the play-by-play alongside Punt Cooley. It sounds like they got the mic figured out. I got to figure out which mic is his. And we'll send it over to Jeff Houston, our public address announcer, with our starting lineups.
Between the Holbrook Roadrunners and the Winslow Bulldogs. Please remember that the two teams competing here tonight are members of the Arizona Interscholastic Association and abide by the rules and regulations set forth by the association to maintain and improve high standards of conduct, competition, and relations with member schools. At tonight's game, the Arizona Interscholastic Association. Please remember to pursue victory with honor. And now, ladies and gentlemen, lineups for the Holbrook Roadrunners.
We switched it up. Sorry, balls.
Number 3, Benson Davis. Number 11, Marlon Martin. Number 20, Silas Chevrillo. Number 22, Abrian Dixon. And number 30, Marcel Young. The Roadrunners are coached by Delmar Johnson.
Well, that's your starting lineup for your Holbrook Roadrunners. They're having some mic issues. They're having more issues than we usually do, Punt.
Yeah, maybe that's a good sign. Takes the pressure off of us a little bit.
A little problem with the audio system here. We're going to try to do this.
The public address announcer is forgetting to pick up our mic. There he goes.
I got nothing.
Oh, goodness. Jim's so quiet, he can just stand up and yell it. Brandon Todd here giving you the play-by-play. We're trying to get set for our first game of our doubleheader here in our semifinal matchups of our Division 4, Division 3, Section 4 basketball tournament held here right here at Sholo Cougar Gymnasium.
There we go. Check, check, check.
Here we go.
We're going to try to do this quick. The starting lineup for the Winslow Bulldogs. There we go.
The coach is yelling out. Starting lineup for your Bulldogs. Number 1, Dalvin Benali. As they try to. Number 3, Trelawney Sanders.
Coach. He's doing a great job.
That's the coach. That's the head coach yelling it out. Number 5, name is Devin Flanagan. They call him Skinny. 25, Rory Billy, sophomore, 6-foot sophomore. And Savion Fuller, the 6'5" senior. And that's your starting lineup for your Winslow Bulldogs. Give a round of applause to the coach there who took it over. And here we go. We are all set. I think we might have the national anthem. I'm sure we'll have the national anthem coming up here in just a second. They can figure out the mic. If not, we'll have the tip-off. Well, Punt. The start of the game has been. This is a hoot so far. No national anthem. Here we go. Let's get it going. Doing the jumping for the Bulldogs is number 11, Marlon Martin, and stepping into the circle is number 5 for Winslow. That's Skinny Flanagan, also known as Devin. And Holbrook controls the rebound. Or not the rebound, the tip-off, excuse me. This is Benson, right side, into the corner to Marlon. Marlon Martin trying to shake his defender. Passes up top to Dixon. Dixon over to Benson. Benson working the offense. Left elbow, that's Martin. Swing it across over here. Near side, this is Young. Young working on his man, trying to go through the lane. dishes for three. Boom! That's Marlon Martin. Gets the ball in the corner on a nice pass. And on the inbound pass from Winslow, refs are looking at each other, seeing who it went out on, and they'll just stick up an arm and say it was out on Bulldogs. Winslow ball. The Holbrook Roadrunners with the 3-point back.
And Holbrook going with full court pressure on that inbounds. They almost did get the turnover. Winslow lucky to get it back.
Sanders with the shot for Winslow, and it's in. Tough shot between two defenders, and he gets the shooter's roll. 3-2 Holbrook here in the opening paragraph of our first of two games. This is Silas Shabiro. Over here to Martin. Martin up top to Davis. Davis thought about three, traveled. Thought about three, decided to dribble, but took about 11 steps before he laid the ball on the ground. And turnover, first turnover of the game, goes to Holbrook. Winslow ball.
Well, Winslow starting out with a really tight man-to-man, but that time leaving Davis open at the top, and he couldn't decide whether to dribble in or shoot it, and as a result does travel for the turnover, first turnover for Holbrook.
Skinny Flanagan into the corner. I can't see the number. Try to get past it. Flanagan. Flanagan can't handle it, and this will be, there were going to be a backcourt violation if he touched it. Winslow decides to let it roll all the way down to the baseline. It goes out of bounds. Holbrook ball.
Well, Holbrook also in a man-to-man, and they're jump trapping in the corners, and they did that time against the Bulldogs, and that resulted in the turnover. Poor pass back up to the top by the Bulldogs.
Davis pass to the corner. In and out. Silas Shabiro had a good look at a three-pointer. In and out. Offensive rebound to Holbrook. This is Keone. Keone. Ball gets passed around back up. Working on the names, punt. Working on the names. Holbrook for three, no good. Rebound is out of bounds, off of Winslow. And you'll have to excuse me during this first quarter as I learn the names of all the players.
Well, interestingly, Holbrook not posting up anyone on that against the man-to-man defense of the Bulldogs. They're spreading five around the perimeter, but working the ball quickly are the Roadrunners. And just trying to find the open man. Here's a drive.
Inbound to Keone, and he goes right through the lane. Nobody there to stop him. That's not Keone, that's Marcel Young. I'm looking at the wrong name. Marcel Young with an easy two-point layup as nobody stepped in front of him in the lane. Winslow with the ball. Top of the key. This is Fuller. Fuller back out to Sanders. Sanders for three. Rebound is off of, whose ball did they say? I didn't see.
I think they're going to say
off Winslow, Holbrook ball.
Yeah, contested rebound, but looked like the Winslow guy maybe slapping it out. Well, obviously slapping it out. It'll be Holbrook ball here.
Marlon Martin over to Shabiro. Shabiro, a little 8-footer. Too hard off the back of the rim. Rebound, Winslow, and coach wants a timeout. Yeah. We'll take one with them. Let's step away. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com. Welcome back to Sholo High School. 5-2 Holbrook with the lead here in the opening paragraph. 5:45 left to play in the first quarter. Winslow with the ball down low. This is Sanders. Sanders shot no good. Rebound down. Offensive rebound to the Bulldogs. Bulldogs working their offense. This is Billy. Billy over to Flanagan. Flanagan back to Billy. Billy with a great look down low and a cutting Benally who had a backdoor. And great look and a great layup. 5-4 now your score. Holbrook with the lead.
Well, and Holbrook moving into a 1-3-1 zone, and Winslow doing a great job beating that by passing the ball effectively up top and finding the cutter down on the baseline.
Marcel Young with some good footwork and good handling skills. Puts up an off-balance shot. Rebound down to Winslow. Winslow pushing the ball apart into the corner. This is Rory Billy for three. Booyah! 8-4 Winslow lead. Excuse me, I said it wrong earlier. Winslow. Nope, they're changing it. 6-5. Holbrook with Winslow with the lead. Winslow on the offensive possession after the missed shot. 4-3, this is Dalvin Benali, in and out. Rebound, Holbrook. Holbrook pushing the ball up hard. Davis over to the right elbow to Dixon. Dixon back up top to Marcel Young. Marcel Young throws it across court pass to Shaviro. Shaviro drives, gets a foul, no basket.
Well, it's a great cut by number 20, Silas Chavarillo, taking his defender off down that left lane, and in the process drawing the foul. That'll be against, I think, was it number 5? No clue.
Your guess is good as mine there, Puck. Silas Chavarillo at the line, misses his first of 2. His team trailing by 2 here with 4:23 left in the first quarter. He toes the charity stripe, ball is up, and gets a shooter roll. Cuts the lead to 1, 7-6. Here comes Winslow, pushing the ball up hard. It's Benali in the right corner. Cross, tries to pass it all the way across the key, and it's intercepted by Chavarillo. They push the ball up hard. Offensive possession. Here's Marcel Young, top of the key, looking to set up his offense. Right side dribble to the right elbow. Tries to find a cutter, the ball is stripped. Good defensive play by Winslow, as not a very good pass by Holbrook, as that man was guarded, and he tried to force the pass. Here comes Winslow on the offensive possession. This is Sanders for 3. Booyah! Sanders for a 3 from the left elbow, nothing but the bottom of the net, 10-6. Winslow with the lead.
Again, Winslow able to find the open guy against that 1-3-1 zone out on the perimeter.
Martin tries to drive right hand. That ball gets swatted by Skinny Flanagan. Flanagan with the rebound as well. This is Dalvin Benali again. Trey Lonnie Sanders for 3, and booyah! Another 3-point basket. Holbrook wants a timeout. Let's take one with them. 13-6. Winslow with the lead here in the first quarter. This is Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
With over 25 years of experience in search and recruiting, Care National is dedicated to matching skilled professionals with careers in healthcare. Care National, nationwide medical management recruitment services. Let us get you hired.
(13-6) is your score here with 3:18 left in the first quarter. Winslow with the lead. Holbrook ball. This is Begay. Begay to Dixon. Dixon guarded all over. He has to bring it back out to Begay. Begay looking to set up his offense. He passed left side to Martin. Martin looking for a screen, gets it, picks up his dribble to the corner, look for the shot, no. Gets his defender up in the air. Little 5-footer can't go. Rebound Holbrook. This is a drive by Silas Chavarillo. No! Charge! That was number 25 of Winslow, number Rory Billy, who stepped in, 35. Austin Maddox, who stepped in front for Winslow and took the charge.
Well, Silas Chavarillo, the Holbrook, driving that baseline, but the referee's going to call the block, which surprises me a little bit. Didn't look like he was there in time, but regardless, Holbrook does not get the bucket.
Winslow 3-point shot, no good. Rebound down to Holbrook. Holbrook pushing the ball up hard, trying to find an open teammate down low. That's Marlon Martin. It goes right through his hands, and not a good offensive possession by the Holbrook as they go one pass turnover, and Winslow with the ball. And the lead, 13-6, 2:20 left in the first quarter. Here's a drive by Flanagan. Flanagan, a little pull-up 9-footer, no good. Rebound to Holbrook. Saved. It was going out of bounds. Holbrook saves underneath their own basket. It was Martin, and it goes right back into Flanagan's hands. He has an open layup. 15-6 is your score now. And here comes Holbrook again. Chavarillo working. Left-handed dribble into the lane. Layup no good. Rebound out of bounds off Winslow to stay Holbrook possession.
Well, Cheverio not letting that last call bother him. You know, he got called for the offensive charge, but he attacks the basket again on that possession. He's finding those lanes and being very aggressive, going to the hoop. He just can't get that shot to fall.
Jordan Smith will check in the game along with Quinlan Keone. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong list. Scratch those two names. Holbrook, top of the key. Right side, this is Keone. Back up top, it's Begay. Begay, right-handed dribble, looking for someone to pass to. Finds Young. Young, right elbow, looking for a screen, gets it. Good help defense on the Winslow Bulldogs. Attempted pump fake on the three, gets his man in the air. One step to the right, no good. It's Begay, rebound to Winslow, and here they come the other way. Here's Sanders. Sanders, left-handed dribble to the baseline. Cross-court pass to a wide open, I can't see his number. 23, that's Akeem Foster, who pump fakes a three-point shot, takes a drive, goes up for two, gets the foul and the basket. He'll go to the line to try to complete the three-point play. Great pump fake that time by Foster.
Yeah, excellent move by Foster. Could see the defense moving up to him as he shows them a ball to get him up in the air, and then wastes no time going very strong to the basket. Big collision right at the basket as he puts the shot up.
And the 6-foot junior nails the three-point play. 18-6, Winslow with the lead, and Holbrook pushing the ball up hard. This is Begay. Over to the left side, it's Young. Young, cross-court pass to Martin. Martin trying to bring the ball back up top of the key. He does. Ball swung around for a three-point shot. It's good! Mario Begay with the three-point shot to cut the lead to 9, 18-9. Now with their score, but here come Winslow cranking the ball up to their side of the court. This is Sanders. Sanders to Billy. Back to Sanders. Sanders for three. In and out. Good looking shot, in and out. Rebound Holbrook. Pushing the ball up. Here's Begay. Begay has to pull it up to set up the offense. He'll throw it across to Alex Smith. Smith to Martin. Martin for three. No good. Rebound Winslow. Oh no, he couldn't hold on to the ball, and he throws it basically right into the hands of Holbrook, and Holbrook maintains possession here with 20 seconds left in the first quarter. And the lazy pass is stolen by Sanders and Winslow, and he has a wide open left-handed layup. Just a lazy pass by Holbrook. Didn't even see Sanders and Johnny on the spot.
Well, and Sanders coming off to a big start here earlier in the game, leading all scorers.
Holbrook will launch up a three, no good. Offensive rebound at the end of the corner, put back, no good. And your first quarter will end with a score of Winslow Bulldogs 20. Your home team, Holbrook Roadrunners, with 9. 11-point lead for Winslow. We'll step away. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball right here on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Ace has that. Need barbecue grills? Ace has that. Need paint? Ace is the best place for that. Need a chainsaw or weed eater? Ace has that too. Ace can even fix your chainsaw and your weed eater. Ace Hardware has everything you need for your home improvement project. They even have a 24/7 locksmith. Locked out of your home or car? Their mobile unit will come to you. That's your helpful place. Ace Hardware of the White Mountains in Pinetop, Overguard.
Welcome back to Sholo High School, home of the Division III Section 4 sectional tournament. First game of two, it's the Winslow Bulldogs taking on the Holbrook Roadrunners. At the end of the first quarter, Winslow leads by a score of 20-9, and they get possession of the ball to start the second quarter. A fast-paced first quarter. Akeem Foster to control the offense. Nice shake. Oh, good dish. He takes the drive and dishes off to number 33, Tylen Yazzie. Yazzie just has to lay the ball up off the backboard. 22-9. As Holbrook scores in their first possession of the second quarter. Here's Holbrook to a wide open Begay for three. Booyah! Begay, three-point shot. 22-12, 10-point lead for Winslow.
Those last two threes by Begay are big buckets for the Roadrunners, who are falling behind here. So credit Begay for finding open space on the floor and not hesitating to take those threes and hit them.
Winslow player loses his footing as he's dribbling. The ball goes out of bounds, and it's Holbrook ball. Some of the fans here thought it should have been a foul. Holbrook with the ball. This is Keone. Keone to Young. Young in the key. Tosses it out for the three-point line for Alex Smith. Smith long on his three. Rebound falls right into hands of Hakeem Foster for the Bulldogs. Foster looking for a man to pass it to. He finds one. It's Yazzie. Yazzie with a power move inside, up and off the rim, up and off the backboard, 2-point, 24-12. Your second quarter score. 6:50 left in the second quarter. Holbrook for three, no good. Rebound down to the big man down low. That's let me find his name. That's Foster. Oh, shoot, that's Maddox. Holbrook gets the turnover and an easy bucket. As I was looking down, didn't see what happens. Looking down for a name. Here comes Winslow. And we're in a little bit of a bad spot where we're sitting, can't see some numbers of what's happening. Winslow with the shot, no good. Rebound down to Holbrook. Holbrook bringing the ball up. This is Begay. Begay over to Smith. Smith for three, short. Offensive rebound. That's Keone. Over to Marcel Young for three, no good. Rebound to Keone again. Keone put back, no good. 3 shots on the offensive possession. Not one of them can land. The rebound goes down to Winslow. Oh, we got some guys on the floor. We're going to have a foul. We're going to have a foul on Holbrook.
Well, that last possession by Holbrook, 3 very good shots. And Coach Greer for the Winslow Bulldogs, very upset his guys aren't getting the rebound. But you give Holbrook that kind of, and unfortunately for Holbrook, they can't get any of those good shots to fall. But if they continue to allow them to get that many offensive boards, it's going to be a long night for the Bulldogs. Coach Greer not happy with their rebounding on the defensive side.
Winslow with the ball. It's Foster. Inbound pass comes to Foster. Foster trying to find a man down low in the low key. Gets it back for three. It's long. Rebound Holbrook. That's Marcel Young with the rebound. He tosses an outlet pass to Begay. Begay up top to Marlin. Marlin back to Begay. Begay top of the key. Swing pass over to Marlin in the corner.
It's Martin, I think.
It's Marlin Martin. Marcel Young from the top of the key finds a lane, up and off the backboard, 2 points. And here comes Winslow again. Winslow wasting no time to get the ball from one baseline to the other. They have a good look at a basket, can't go. Rebound Holbrook. And Holbrook taking their time. This is the pass to Martin down at the right baseline. Baseline drive, dishes. Back to the top, left elbow for three. It's good. Begay for three.
And that's Begay's third three. He's finding space out on that perimeter. Kind of has a slow shot, but he's had enough room to be able to pull those threes off.
Flanagan shoots up a three for Winslow. It's no good. Battle for the board down low. It'll be a tie-up. Jump ball is called, and it's Holbrook ball. Holbrook able to cut the lead down. It's only 6 as it's 24-18 as they had a 12-point deficit. Couple of three-point baskets and a couple of turnovers, and now all of a sudden the lead's only 6.
Well, and you have to credit Begay not for all of that, but for a good chunk of it. He's got 11 points coming off the bench, does Mauro Begay, just here in the first quarter.
Holbrook will bring the ball up. It's Marlon Martin. I'll start saying his last name, Martin. Over to Keone, right elbow. Keone looking for someone to find. It's Young. Young to Dixon. Dixon to Keone, and Keone walked. Travel, turnover. 4:34 left in the first half. 24-18 your score, Winslow. And they'll bring the ball up. It's Sanders. Sanders taking it coast to coast as it gets into the lane. Tries to dish. I don't think his teammate was expecting the ball as it hit him right in the gut.
Well, and he also threw a laser, a really hard
from about 3
pass.
feet away,
yeah, very close to his teammate. Didn't give him much of a chance to get a handle on it.
Mark Faust. Winslow, inbound. Oh, good move right there. That was number 23, Hakeem Foster, who goes up and under. Little Jordan-esque, if you will. 26-18 your score. Winslow with the lead. Here's Holbrook. It's Martin. Martin drives, and he'll get a charge.
Yeah, Martin on the pick and roll. He rolls off the pick. He sets up top, and as he drives down that left side, runs into a defender. He could anticipate. You could see him anticipate the contact, but the referee's going to call another charge foul against the Roadrunners here.
Mark Faust, who stepped in front of the charging Holbrook Roadrunner. And took the charge. Sanders with the shot. It's no good. Here comes Holbrook. And they'll pull it back up. They had numbers, and they'll pull it back up. This is Martin for three, in and out. Rebound is handled by Sanders of Winslow. He'll give it up to Flanagan. Flanagan up ahead to Foster. Foster goes baseline, up and off the backboard, and we'll get a charge. Oh, man. I don't know how I feel about that call.
It's just like the other calls they were doing down on this other side. So, you got to credit Foster for being aggressive going to the hoop. But
that's what the fourth charge of the game, and not necessarily on one team, but all total. Nonetheless, here's Holbrook with an 8-point deficit, trying to cut into that lead of Winslow. This is Clark, Marcus Clark to Benson. Benson to Martin. Martin, 3-point. Over here to Marcel Young. Marcel Young with the drive right hand, and he'll go up and off the backboard, and the foul! Blocking foul on Skinny Flanagan. The basket drops for Young, and he'll try to convert the 3-point play with 3:11 left in the half. His team down 6.
That was a good move by Young. As he heads down in that lane on the right side, he can see Flanagan coming up to him on the help side and just kind of gives a little shoulder lean into Flanagan, but a lot of contact there. Good shot by Young to just kiss it off the glass and get the 2, and we'll see if he can convert it into a 3-point turnaround here.
Nathan Johnson will check in for the Holbrook Roadrunners, as Marcel Young will try to convert the 3-point play. And he cannot. Rebound down to Faust of Winslow. And Winslow pushing the ball up hard. The ball's all the way up. The pass goes through Faust's hand, but it ends up in Foster. Johnny on the spot. Foster with the drive. Little 7-footer. Gets the roll.
And again, Akeem Foster taking the pass up high and just quickly taking it to the basket. He's being very aggressive in terms of his penetration into the key tonight.
Young will give it up to Dixon, who finds Martin. Top of the key, Martin to set up the offense. He'll throw it over to Nathan Johnson. Johnson guarded by Faust. Johnson look for someone, it's Young. Young, great pass down low to a cutter. That was number 15, Marcus Clark, who goes up for the shot, gets the foul and the basket, and a chance to convert what Marcel Young couldn't just a few seconds earlier, the 3-point play. 28-22. Your score here with 2:30 left in the second quarter.
Well, it was a great cut by 15, Marcus Clark, cutting that baseline, and an even better pass from the top to find him.
Clark will nothing but the bottom of the net on that 3-point play, 23-28. Winslow to inbound. Foster to inbound. He'll find Billy. Billy gives it back up to Foster, and here they go. Across the half-court stripe is Foster. Foster will pull up Trey, and off the rim. Good-looking shot. Will pull up three-pointer, a little NBA three-pointer as he shot it from deep. Marcel Young with the drive. He'll give it up to Clark. Clark to Martin. Martin, cross-court pass to Dixon. Dixon handing the ball out by the half-court stripe. He'll give it up to Martin on the left side. Martin drives all the way across the lane to Young in the corner. Young bringing the ball back up to the top of the key. He'll drive and dish to number 22, Dixon. Dixon back to Young. Young with the drive. Finds Clark on the 3-point. Clark gives it up to Martin. Lots of passing. Martin for a wide open number 22. Adrian Dixon for 3. Booyah! 26-28 as Holbrook has cut the lead back to 2. And here comes Winslow. It's Foster. Foster to Sanders, top of the key. Back to Foster for 3. Oh, good shot. Just a little hard. Rebound Winslow. And it's a turnover. One too many passes, and Marcel Young cuts in front and steals it. Winslow with the chance to take the lead, down 2 with just over a minute remaining in the half. Marcel Young will handle the ball. Top of the key. Toss it over here to Dixon. Dixon to Clark. To Johnson. Johnson at the corner to Young. Young cross-court pass to Adrian Dixon. Dixon will find Nathan Johnson for 3. No good. Offensive rebound. And it's back out to Marlon Martin. Martin thought about a 3, decided to take another step. He finds a cutter. He finds a cutter, Nathan Johnson, who doesn't convert his first chance, gets his own rebound and up and off the backboard for an offensive rebound plus a putback. 28-28 is your score. 23 seconds left in the half. Winslow with the ball. This is Sanders handling the point, guarded by Young. Sanders give it up to Foster. Foster with the spin move, floater, and doesn't find anything. Winslow tries to save it. 5 seconds left. Winslow will steal the ball with 3 seconds left, up and off the backboard. That's going to finish your half with the 30-28 on a last-second shot by Winslow to go into the half up to 30-28. We'll step away, and we'll be back with our Sunrise Park Resort. Listen, great conditions. I was up at Sunrise just last week. Great conditions up at Sunrise. Springtime conditions, I got to tell you, it's a little bit warm, but they're great conditions up on the mountain. You get a chance, definitely go up there, grab the skis, grab the board, take the kids, go have a good time. We'll be back with our Sunrise Park Resort halftime show right here on Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Sholo is football and party town, especially when you show up at Sholo Ford's Great American Tailgate event. Even if you just got your license, show up for the lowest price and longest warranty. Brand new Fords, all with our lifetime engine warranty. Not 3 years or 6, not 10 years or 100,000 miles. No way. Our warranty is forever. Come into Sholo Ford this week. Take delivery of a new Ford or pre-owned vehicle. New 2014 Ford F-150 Super Cruise, just $30,495. New 2014 Ford Focus SE, just $19,995. Or new 2014 Ford Fiestas, $13,995. Plus, every new Sholo Ford truck comes ready to tailgate with a Yeti cooler. Sholo Ford's Great American Tailgate event. It's party time at the east end of the Deuce.
Oh, this is my town.
With over 25 years of experience in search and recruiting, Care National is dedicated to matching skilled professionals with careers in healthcare. Care National, nationwide medical management recruitment services. Let us get you hired.
This is my town.
Sholo is football and party town, especially when you show up at Sholo Ford's Great American Tailgate event. Even if you just got your license, show up for the lowest price and longest warranty. Brand new Fords, all with our lifetime engine warranty. Not 3 years or 6, not 10 years or 100,000 miles. No way. Our warranty is forever. Come into Sholo Ford this week. Take delivery of a new Ford or pre-owned vehicle. New 2014 Ford F-150 Super Cruise, just $30,495. New 2014 Ford Focus SE, just $19,995. Or new 2014 Ford Fiestas, $13,995. Plus, every new Sholo Ford truck comes ready to tailgate with a Yeti cooler. Sholo Ford's Great American Tailgate event. It's party time at the east end of the Deuce.
Oh, this is my town.
Fireplace? Ace has that. Need barbecue grills? Ace has that. Need paint? Ace is the best place for that. Need a chainsaw or weed eater? Ace has that too. Ace can even fix your chainsaw and your weed eater. Ace Hardware has everything you need for your home improvement project. They even have a 24/7 locksmith. Locked out of your home or car? Their mobile unit will come to you. That's your helpful place. Ace Hardware of the White Mountains in Pinetop, Overguard, and Sholo.
Section
4.
4. Why could I not remember this?
It's
don't
division.
know. What happened to 2A, 3A, East, West,
Those
North,
days
South?
are long gone.
When I was in
partner.
high school, that's how it was, and it was easy.
Yes, it was.
Jeez, it bugs me. Here we go.
Blame
You're
it
right
on
in the middle.
Mel. Blame it on Mel West. He's the one that changed everything.
The guy sitting here to my left, Punk Cooley, is the man. He just had to fix the official.
No. Okay, no. Let's back up here a little bit. I had a different score than they had, and the Holbrook scorekeeper also had the same score as I did. So it can't all go on me. I don't want that responsibility. But they did change the score. It's 29-30.
The man I'm sitting next to is half a man, Punk Cooley.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, that's better.
As he had to fix the score. Your halftime score is now 30-29 as opposed to 30-28. This is Sunrise Park Resort's halftime show. Great conditions up at Sunrise. I was just up there, last Thursday. Great conditions. Had a great time. I'm a terrible snowboarder, but the conditions were great.
Good. That's a good start.
Are you
don't
any
have
good?
to have good conditions, and then it's all downhill from there, right?
Well, let's break this down. 30-29 in one of the most fast-paced games I've ever seen. You know what? Snowflake does a lot of that, where you get the ball from one end of the court to the other. And so when I'm watching Winslow do it, I'm reminded of Snowflake, but holy cow. I look down for a name, and before I know it, they're shooting another basket.
No, they have a lot of team speed, but if you look closely, Holbrook is not too far behind them as well. I mean, they're able to catch up. You know, Winslow, the story that the first half, really Winslow coming off to a big start quickly. And, you got to look credit number 3, the senior Sanders in the backcourt. He put up a lot of points early. We saw him shooting threes and also being aggressive, going to the basket from the top of the key with the basketball. Gave his team a lot of momentum quickly. They had actually a pretty good-sized lead after the first quarter. But don't look now, but Holbrook turns around quickly in that second quarter. And got to credit Mario Biguet coming off the bench and putting up 11 points for the Holbrook Roadrunners in that second quarter, shooting 3 threes as a part of those 11 points. I think they were actually 3 threes in a row almost.
Yeah, if not, maybe just one shot in between.
So certainly not all his doing, but large part credit him for the momentum shift in that second quarter to basically bringing us to not a tie game, but a 1-point game, and it's anybody's game in the second half for sure.
Well, this is game 1 of our doubleheader as we were taking a look at the Snowflake Lobos having a little shoot around. They'll take on Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets after this game, but this is the nail biter. It's the number 3 seed versus the number 4 seed. It's a great game, just what we were hoping for, and I got to tell you, if I were going to look at these two teams, not on paper, but just on size on the court, I would say that Winslow should be beating them by 20. I mean, they got 6'4", 6'5", 6'3". They have athletes, as we see them coming out right here, that look like they should be in college.
Yeah,
and Holbrook's just not intimidated at all.
No, they aren't. In fact, one of the other things that we could hear and see Coach Greer for the Bulldogs in that first half get on his guys about is Holbrook was doing a great job of cleaning the offensive boards on their end of the floor, and to the point where it was aggravating Coach Greer for the Bulldogs. He wants his guys to hit the boards a little bit better on the defensive side because you can't allow Holbrook, multiple shots on possessions. They'll make you pay for it, and they certainly did that in the second quarter, did the Roadrunners, to bring them back within 1 in this basketball game. But the other thing Holbrook's doing, I think, to try to minimize that size advantage for the Bulldogs is they're really spreading the floor offensively. They're not, they're attacking the basket, but usually driving from the perimeter in order to get to the basket as opposed to posting guys up in the paint. So that unclogs the middle of the floor and allows these quicker guards and perimeter players for the Roadrunners to be able to attack the basket without having to run into some big post guys inside. So that's worked pretty well, and we'll just have to wait and see what the adjustments are here in the second half for both teams.
Well said, Punt. Your halftime is brought to you by Sunrise Park Resort. And I got to give a big shout out to our White Mountain Youth Productions all year long. I want to bring in my man to my right here, Brian Hanlon, to what are you pointing at there, buddy? There it is right there. Got you.
Tonight we're broadcasting Sholo High School. We have technical director Zach Lambert. On audio, Nicole Jones. Graphics, Sky Perez. On cameras, we have Dakota Hayes, Zach Perkins, Christina Schwab, Isaiah Miller, Richard Long, and McKenna Brennan. We also want to thank our advisors, Jerry Butler at Sholo High School and Mel West with Sholo TV.
These guys do a great job for us all year long, all three major sports, football, basketball, and then baseball coming up soon. So the sights and sounds tonight, not only brought to you by all of our sponsors, but definitely a great thank you out to our White Mountain Youth Productions. Games are replayed on Sholo TV, Channel 56, Monday, Friday at 7 p.m., and Saturdays at 1:30 p.m. Listen, help raise funds for these kids and their classes. Be a sponsor of White Mountain Sports on Sholo TV. 100% of the money is donated to the White Mountain Youth Productions Group, and that goes directly to the classes of Sholo and Snowflake School. And receive a free ad on Sholo TV before and after the game. Let's step away. We'll be back with your second half action right here between the Holbrook Roadrunners and the Winslow Bulldogs on Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on the interwebs at iTalk1067.com.
With over 25 years of experience in search and recruiting, Care National is dedicated to matching skilled professionals with careers in healthcare. Care National, nationwide medical management recruitment services. Let us get you hired.
Need a fireplace? Ace has that. Need barbecue grills? Ace has that. Need paint? Ace is the best place for that. Need a chainsaw or weed eater? Ace has that too. Ace can even fix your chainsaw and your weed eater. Ace Hardware has everything you need for your home improvement project. They even have a 24/7 locksmith. Locked out of your home or car? Their mobile unit will come to you. That's your helpful place. Ace Hardware of the White Mountains in Pinetop, Overguard, and Sholo.
This is my town.
Sholo is football and party town, especially when you show up at Sholo Ford's Great American Tailgate event. Even if you just got your license, show up for the lowest price and longest warranty. Brand new Fords, all with our lifetime engine warranty. Not 3 years or 6, not 10 years or 100,000 miles. No way. Our warranty is forever. Come into Sholo Ford this week. Take delivery of a new Ford or pre-owned vehicle. New 2014 Ford F-150 Super Cruise, just $30,495. New 2014 Ford Focus SE, just $19,995. Or new 2014 Ford Fiestas, $13,995. Plus, every new Sholo Ford truck comes ready to tailgate with a Yeti cooler. Sholo Ford's Great American Tailgate event. It's party time at the east end of the Deuce.
Oh, this is my town.
We're back at Sholo Cougar Gymnasium. Your halftime score, 30-29, Winslow Bulldogs with the lead. Let's take a minute to thank our video sponsors tonight. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, Sunrise Park Resort, Sholo Ford, and Honda Resort and Casino. Punt. I don't know what I was going to ask you. I had it and I lost it. As we see, we see Blue Ridge entering the gymnasium as they are getting set to take on the number 1 seed, not only in the division or in the section, but number 1 team in the state. You know, let's talk about our standings, our statewide standings. We have some really good showing out here from the White Mountains, as we have just in this tournament alone, we have the number 3, 4, and 7 and number 1 teams in the state.
Yes, we do.
We have great basketball up here on the mountain, don't we?
Yes, we do this year for sure. You know, that's a lot of teams, Snowflake, Holbrook, Winslow, Blue Ridge, and of course, Sholo Alchesay not too far behind in terms of rankings. Alchesay number 10, Sholo number 9. So a good turnout this season by Section 4 schools.
All teams look good. If there was one thing I could change about the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets, it would be Ron Everingham's face as Ron Everingham was walking by us. Did he shine up his head for tonight?
No.
Look at his head.
No, he's
It's
always
glowing.
like that.
His head is glowing. 40 seconds left in the half as we are getting set to bring you second half coverage of our game one of our doubleheader between the Winslow Bulldogs and the Holbrook Roadrunners. Brandon Todd here on the play-by-play with Punt Cooley and Brian Hanlon. Brian, feel free to chime in anytime you want. Just say hello to the people.
What?
Thanks for your input, Brian. I appreciate it. You did well. Very well done. The clock is ticking down. The teams are in their huddles. The referees are standing around doing nothing, and I'm looking for words to say. 6 seconds left in the half. I'm just waiting for the buzzer so that we can get this second half going. How's that pizza, Punt? Why don't you talk for a while so I can chew?
It's good.
Yeah, okay, thanks. Appreciate it. Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball right here on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on the interwebs at iTalk1067.com. Nobody knows what an interweb is. An interweb is like an internet, except for it's a web and not a net. Get it? And we're set. Here we go. Winslow to inbound first. 1 point lead to start the third quarter, 30-29, and here we go. We're off. Inbound pass comes to Sanders. Sanders working from left to right on your radio dial. Sanders over to Flanagan. Flanagan down to the corner to Benali. Benali shoots up a three. Booyah!
And that was against a couple of defenders for the Roadrunners, adjusting down, rotating down into that corner, but just not getting there in time. So a good start here for the Bulldogs early.
Dalvin Benali with a three-point shot with a couple of hands in his face. Holbrook on the offensive possession. It's Martin. Martin, cross-court pass into the corner to Dixon. Dixon to Begay. Begay brings the ball out to the half-court stripe. Into Johnson. Johnson to Young. Young for three. No good. Rebound is out of bounds, and it'll stay Holbrook ball. 7-11 left in the third. 33-29.
That was a good shot by Young, wide open. No one coming out from the Bulldogs to challenge that shot. Unfortunately, just can't get it to drop.
Begay working his man, right-handed dribble. We'll give it up to Johnson. Johnson brings it out to set up the offense. Looking for someone to find. He finds Young. Marcel Young, top of the key. Crossover into the lane. Dishes back out to Dixon. Dixon for three. Booyah! And back-to-back three-pointers with the answer, and it's a one-possession game, 33-32. Here comes Winslow. Pass into the corner. It's Benali. Benali out to Billy. Billy, left-handed dribble, loses the dribble, gets it back, finds a Sanders for three. It's hard off the rim. Sanders with his own rebound. We'll get a stoppage of play on a foul. Foul's going to come on number 11, Marlon Martin. And a great job by Sanders to not fall back on a shot to keep his ground, and he gets his offensive possession.
Well, also the Bulldogs fortunate that Holbrook didn't get that turnover. Look for a second there, like Holbrook would get a fast break.
Sanders with a nice pass inside to Savion Fuller, the big man, the 6'5 senior. 6'5", 210, what I'd give to be 6'5". 35-32, three-point lead for Winslow as Holbrook takes over on the offense. It's Dixon. Dixon yet to dribble, left-handed dribble over the top of the key. Passes on to Begay. Begay with the drive and Begay deep in the lane, tries to find the cutter, Nathan Johnson, who was wide open, but the pass was a little out of Johnson's reach, and it goes out of bounds. Turnover, Holbrook. Winslow will take over.
Well, Begay had the right idea. He had the man wide open, just couldn't get the pass off in time, and it dribbles out of bounds. So
Benali with the pass inside to the big man, Savion Fuller, who goes up strong but a little short as it ricochets off the backboard and the rim. Rebound down to Holbrook. Turnover, Holbrook. Here comes Sanders. Sanders, well, we'll get a no basket, and we'll get a foul before the shot. Foul's going to be on number 24, Holbrook. That's Mario Begay.
That'll be McGay's first. And actually, as it ended up playing out, as Sanders drives to the basket, had McGay not been called for the foul, number 30, Young, would have been, because he clubbed Sanders pretty good as he went in for that layup.
Oh, great inbound pass from Flanagan to Sanders for a wide open layup. 37-32, and we got a turnover on the inbound pass. Here's Winslow's Flanagan, 11-footer or hard. Rebound down to Holbrook.
Well, poor inbound play that time by Holbrook to get the ball in. Winslow in position to steal it, just couldn't get the bucket.
Marcel Young trying to be a little too fancy with his dribbling. He turns the ball over, pass up ahead to Dalvin Benali, wide open on a breakaway layup. 39-32, 7-point lead just like that. Winslow back out in front.
This is a place where Holbrook really needs to get a bucket. You know, they've had allowed Winslow to get on a little bit of a run here.
Begay will give it up to Chavarillo. I'm going to say his first name, Silas. It's easier. Silas gives up to Martin. Martin into the corner for Begay. Begay will bring it back around, left elbow. His defender falls down. He'll pull up right in his face. Little hard on the 15-footer. Martin with the rebound. He goes up, and the big man for Winslow, Fuller, ties him up. We'll get a jump ball. It'll stay Holbrook ball. That's a big man right there, punt.
Yes, he is, and he uses his size well inside. Very aggressive defender, doing a good job
Holbrook
for the Bulldogs.
Holbrook close to that 5-second call. Gets the ball in. Up top to Begay. Begay will set up his offense. Right-handed dribble, drives, stops, loses the handle, finds it. Gets Dixon. Dixon to Young. Young, right in front of us, has the ball on his hip saying, somebody move, someone come screen me, do something, and Holbrook's going to take a timeout. Let's take one with him, punt. We'll step away. 39-32, Winslow with the lead. This is Cholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball right here on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide at iTalk1067.com. (39-32) is your score. Holbrook was only down 1 to start the quarter, and a couple of turnovers and a 3-point shot or two, and all of a sudden it's a 7-point game. 39-32 with under 5 minutes left in the third.
And they've allowed the Bulldogs, Winslow Bulldogs, to put up 4 scores here early in the third compared to Holbrook's just 1 3-point shot. So again, you know, the Roadrunners need to be careful. You can't allow a team like Winslow to get a big run on you because they're really hard to catch back up to.
It figures Winslow would have size. Their coach is like 7'9". Their coach, Ricky Greer. 7'1", apparently, says Ginger. This is Martin for Holbrook. Martin will give it up to Dixon. Dixon working around back to the top of the key. Gives it up to Begay. Begay back to Martin. Martin for a deep three. It's wide. And the rebound will go off Winslow. It'll stay Holbrook ball. And I'm being treated with a full pizza in my face. Yep.
And again, Holbrook fortunate to get the ball back there. You know, they didn't really have position on the rebound, but Winslow not able to gather up the rebound before it goes out of bounds. So Holbrook will retain possession.
Begay almost traveled as he pulls up his dribble deep beyond the three-point line. He finds a man barely with Dixon. Dixon with the help. He'll handle the point, top of the key. Off to Begay. Begay gets a screen, left side, top of the key. Finds looking for someone. Dixon, great defense here by Winslow not to allow any of the cutters to get open and switching on the screens, fighting through screens. Great defense here. 3:10 left in the third, 39-32. Holbrook trailing with the ball. This is Young with the drive. Young will get fouled on his drive. Foul's going to be on number 3, Sanders.
That'll be his first, but as you mentioned, Brandon, good job by Winslow denying the penetration by the Roadrunners into the key. we saw some success from Holbrook being able to do that in the first half, but they made some adjustments here at halftime to really deny the paint well.
Martin with the layup. He gets denied. Offensive rebound, but it'll be knocked out of bounds. Holbrook will maintain possession. Shout out to Camden Smith listening somewhere tonight. Holbrook to inbound, looking for somebody. Deep pass to Begay. Begay, top of the key, will set up the offense.
Well,
Begay,
Camden's the
guarded by
pizza guy, isn't he? That's probably why you're doing the shout out.
And we'll get a kick ball, stoppage of play.
Or not.
I don't know. He's my boss. I want to raise,
Okay.
so I'm just giving him a shout out.
All right. It's a good
Seems
move.
like Holbrook's had the ball for the last 2 minutes as they keep getting some offensive rebounds. No points out of it yet. A couple of fouls, couple of out of bounds that gone their way, and they still have the ball. 2:30 left in the third. 39-32 still your score. Martin handling the offense, right elbow. He'll drive, dish the ball back out, and we'll get a turnover. Try to dish it back out to Dixon, and Dixon wasn't ready for it, and it'll go out of bounds. Winslow ball.
Well, on the one hand, Holbrook's being patient with the ball. They're moving the ball around the perimeter, but on the other hand, they're just not able to get anything going. You have to credit that Winslow defense doing a good job of putting pressure out on the perimeter.
Sanders bringing the ball up hard. He'll put it up and off the backboard. It'll be no good. He goes down hard. There'll be a foul. He'll go to line shooting two, but he's still on the ground holding something. He has his arm up, asking for some help up. He's favoring his left arm. Teammates around him looking to see if he's okay. He's got a little bit of a limp, a little bit of a wince.
They'll call the foul on Marcel Young for Holbrook, number 30, his second of the contest.
Treylani Sanders, 5'11 senior. And the referee's talking to him, make sure he's okay, and he'll be all right. He's a big kid. He's a tough kid. He's got a smile on his face. He's good. He'll go to line shooting, too.
Maybe that was like a quasi-concussion test or something. Little conversation between Treylani and the referee.
Sanders will nail the first of two. Extend the lead to 8, 40-32. 2:24 left in the third period. And Sanders readies himself for his second of two shots. And he got it. He got both. Holbrook down 9. Under 3 minutes left in the third, looking for some points. They've been on a little bit of a dry spell recently, and number 20 will take a little 12-footer. It'll get swatted out of bounds. Oh, excuse me, they'll call a foul on the shot by Savion Fuller. And if I were the Holbrook Roadrunners, I would shoot away from that guy. The 6'5", 210 senior, Savion Fuller.
His first foul, Fuller's, and you got to credit Chevalier, though. He pulls Fuller out of the paint with that pump fake, and then doesn't just stop there. He attacks the basket, and in the process does draw the foul. Even though the shot's blocked, he draws the foul. And that's the kind of aggressive play the Roadrunners need tonight. They need to be able to get into that perimeter, inside close to the basket to get those high percentage shots.
Silas will nail both free throws, cut the lead back to 7. And Winslow wasting no time to bring the ball back up. There's a quick shot, no good. And rebound comes to Holbrook, but they turn the ball over. And here's Winslow again. It's number 25, fakes the pass. It's Rory Billy, fakes the pass to Devin Flanagan. Beautiful fake. Gets the defender to bite, and he has a wide open layup. Extends the lead back to 9, 34-43. We got a turnover here at Sanders for Winslow. Sanders got to bring the ball back up as he had the 3-on-1, but on a trailer, great job heads-up play by Rory Billy to find a crease down low, and Sanders with great vision finds him and up and off the backboard. 11-point lead now here in the third. We'll keep it here. Give me a chance to thank our video sponsors tonight, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, Sunrise Park Resort, Sholo Ford, and Honda Resort Casino. Punt, talk.
Well, that last play, Treylani Sanders setting it up from the beginning with the nice pick on the Holbrook side and then quickly moving down the floor. You know, he tries to penetrate but then backs out. And also props to Rory Billy, the sophomore, just hustling down to the other end of the floor and finding space down on that baseline. And Sanders finds him with the pass. So good Full court game there by the Winslow Bulldogs, and they jump out to a big lead here, now leading by 11. Holbrook just can't get anything going offensively. Meanwhile, you know, the defensive pressure of Winslow's paying dividends. They're getting turnovers, and when they do get the ball on their end of the floor, the Bulldogs have done a great job of putting the ball in the hoop.
Roadrunners here on offense. It's Martin. Martin will find Clark. Clark brings it back out to Young. Young, left-handed drive. He goes up and under with the right hand. Good move by Marcel Young, the senior, 5'10", who goes in with his left hand, then switches hand, does a right-hand layup from the left side, and it goes in. We got a foul on Holbrook here. The Holbrook coach not happy about it. Ref says, yeah, just go ahead and sit down.
Well, he's trying to negotiate with the ref on the foul. Now, Holbrook, we see them applying full court pressure as expected, being down big here. So in the process, they do draw the foul, do the Bulldogs.
Winslow with possession. Dalvin Benali will throw it over here near side to Rory Billy off the right elbow. Back to Benali, left elbow. Benali brings the ball out. Looking for somewhere to give it up. He'll back it up and get the offense set up. He picks up his dribble right by the half-court line. Pretty scary place to pick up your dribble. He'll throw it off to Akeem Foster. He'll drive right hand, not get the layup. Offensive rebound by number 33, Tylen Yazzie. He goes up strong, gets the basket and the foul, and he'll go to the line trying to convert the three-point possession.
That was a great job by Yazzie. You know, he goes up to get that rebound, and as he's up there, just flicks it back in for two, draws the foul from number 11, Marlon Martin. That'll be his third personal foul for the Roadrunners, and he'll sit down, coach substituting in for him.
Yazzie will nail his free throw, converts a three-point possession, 12-point lead now for Winslow, less than a minute left in the third. Holbrook ball, this is Johnson. Johnson, handoff to Marcel Young. Young picks it up baseline. Off to Smith. This is Alex Smith, number 32, 4-3, in and out of the rim. He's had some good looks from the three-point line, just can't get him to fall tonight.
Yeah,
Smith hasn't seen lots of minutes tonight, but the few minutes he has seen, he's put up some good shots.
Yes, he has, you know, and he's taking good shots. He just, as you say, can't get anything to fall thus far.
Winslow, good ball movement, working the ball around. Is Benali right in front of us, has to pick up his dribble. Gives it up to Billy. Billy and he'll get the ball stripped by Marcel Young. Good offensive play by Marcel Young, who loses his dribble and then gets tackled by number 20-something. 25 from Winslow. That's Rory Billy.
Well, Billy is the person that Young stole the ball from, so he, in adjusting back to try to get the ball back, just big collision right at the top of the key, so he will draw the foul, his first for the game.
Holbrook just barely getting the ball in before 5 seconds is called. You get ball down to the low key. Back out to Marcus Clark. Clark back inside to number 34, Quinlan Keone. And Keone able to convert the short two-point basket to cut the lead to 10, and that's the end of the third quarter. 38-48, Winslow with the lead. We'll step away. We'll be back with your fourth and final quarter of action right here at Sholo Cougar Gymnasium between the Holbrook Roadrunners and the Winslow Bulldogs. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball right here on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on the internet at iTalk1067.com.
With over 25 years of experience in search and recruiting, Care National is dedicated to matching skilled professionals with careers in healthcare. Care National, nationwide medical management recruitment services. Let us get you hired.
Fourth and final quarter, we are set for action. Holbrook Roadrunners have got to take care of the ball if they want to get back in this game, Punt.
Well, and they've also got to start finding a way to get some points in. You know, Winslow outscoring the Roadrunners 18-9 in that third quarter.
Young will take over for the point, top of the key. I thought he double dribbled there. Apparently I'm the only one in the gymnasium that did because we didn't hear anything else about it. Loose ball picked up by number 23, Nathan Johnson. Johnson working left side, right-handed dribble. Through a couple defenders, he'll find Young in the baseline. Young dribble around, tried to find, would have been a good pass. Got tipped. They get their own loose ball. This is Young still. Young over to Smith. Smith back to Young, top of the key. Young with the crossover, end of the lane, little floater, a little 8-foot floater, and he's got it.
That's a great move by Young from the top. Again, Holbrook putting all their guys out on the perimeter, which opens up that lane completely. And Young finds the space and just does a nice dribble drive floater, as you say, to get the 2.
And we'll get a blocking foul here on Holbrook from Nathan Johnson as Tylen Yadzi tried to go left side, left-handed dribble, and ran right into his defender.
That's the first foul for Johnson, but
hiccups.
that'll bring team fouls up to 6. So Winslow getting closer here.
And we'll get an offensive foul on the inbound pass from Dalvin Benali. Says he pushed off his defender. No argument here from the Winslow sideline, so they must have agreed with the call, but nonetheless, turnover. 8-point lead for Holbrook. A basket here would really be big for Holbrook as Marcel finds a lane and up and off the backboard. Nice vision by Marcel Young to right-handed dribble, finds a lane and takes advantage. Here come the Bulldogs quickly. This is Benali. Benali, baseline floater, knocks over a man, no call. Offensive rebound for Winslow. Put back, no good from Yazzie. Holbrook will come down with the rebound. 6:36 left in the game.
And we saw a big collision down on that baseline where in the first half that would have been called an offensive foul. It looks like the referees are backing off a little here late.
6-point lead for Winslow. Smith for another 3. He's got it. Smith's taking nothing but wide open looks tonight. He hasn't got one to fall, and he got one to fall there, and Holbrook couldn't have asked for a better time to have it.
Well, they were outscored. The Roadrunners were 9-18 in that third, but so far here in the fourth, only Holbrook putting up points so far, and credit Alex Smith with that last 3, and then Marcel Young with his 2 drives to total up to 7 points to Holbrook's 0. I'm sorry, to Winslow's 0. So Coach Greer is going to call a timeout here and try to get his guys on track.
Smith, the 5'11 senior, hasn't seen many minutes tonight, but that was a big 3. Puts his team within 3, just a one-possession game, and with the way these teams are shooting the three-point shot tonight, I got to imagine that they're looking to tie this game on their next possession. If they can get Winslow, a good thing right now for Holbrook is to get a stop. After a big basket like that, it's tough to allow your opponent to come down and get a score. Little lax on defense as Winslow has numbers as they push the ball up quick. This is Flanagan. Flanagan for a pull-up 3, in and out. Offensive rebound to Sanders. Sanders looking to find a man. It's a loose ball. It's picked up by Flanagan. Flanagan, a little 10-footer off the backboard. No good. Rebound comes down to Holbrook. It's Martin.
Actually, Martin stealing the ball from the Winslow guy. Couldn't pick up the number that got the rebound, but credit Martin for being aggressive down low.
Marcel Young spin move, gets the ball stripped, but it falls right into Smith's hands. Over to Martin. Martin goes baseline, gets it rejected. Martin goes up, and the Hakeem Foster from behind just rips it right out of his hands. Nice play by Foster.
Well, the guys are playing up high, up around the rim on both ends, and the Holbrook coach gets up. He wanted a foul there, but there was contact. But as I said earlier, it looks like these refs are backing off a little and letting them play.
Oh, we'll get a charge as Foster comes out and tries a little 6-foot floater. I didn't see who stepped in front. Did you? Was it number 34?
I didn't see who did step in front, but that was clearly an offensive foul. Foster leaving way up high, up around above the free throw line.
Sanders left his feet, gave an opportunity for his defender to slide in and plant his. And Holbrook with a 3-point deficit, looking to tie the game. This is Young. Young will give it up.
Oh.
And we got a pass into the lane. The guy almost gets tripped back to Young in the corner for 3. No good. Rebound Winslow. It's Foster. Foster will slow the ball up. Just over 5 minutes, 5:08 left in the game. 3-point lead for Winslow as Foster goes right side, up and off the backboard. No good, too hard. Rebound down to Smith. Not a good shot by Foster. Martin with the ball, top of the key, looking to drive. He goes left-handed, and he loses the ball, but Johnny on the spot as he gets it back in the corner. Cross-court pass to Foster. Foster into the corner to Marcus Clark for 3. Booyah! Tie game.
That's a big shot by Clark to bring his guys tied up now with Winslow. Great three-pointer.
Winslow bringing the ball up really quickly, and they get it stripped. Savion Fuller down low gets the ball stripped by Smith, who gives the ball up to Young. And Holbrook with a chance to take the lead, their first lead in a very cross-court pass down to the corner to Martin. Martin, couple dribbles, pulls it up. He's in a tough spot. Finds an outlet pass to Keone. Keone gets it back to Martin. They're going to set up the offense. Martin will dribble back up to the top of the key and picks up his dribble. Weird spot to pick it up. Finds Marcus Clark, who just hit the big three-point basket to tie the game. Martin now to Young. Young with the screen from Martin. Doesn't use the screen. His defender leaves him. Young says, all right, I'll take the three. Launches it up. No good. Rebound down to Winslow. Battle for the ball. Winslow will get it. It's Foster. Foster. Outlet pass to Sanders. Sanders, 2-on-2. Make it 2-on-3. Sanders pull up. I got the basket and the foul. Sanders bringing the ball up left side. Pulls it up from about 9 feet. Draws the contact and the basket, and he'll try to give his team.
Well, that was a great job by Sanders as he dribbles down. He's reading the defense, and you could see him just kind of back off a little as he goes up for the shot. But in the process, still drawing the foul because the defender in front of him was setting up to try to get the charge. But credit Sanders for just backing up and pulling up to shoot that nice leaner to get the two, but still goes. Is
that the right score? I thought it was tied before that. Well, apparently the two-point basket tied the game.
No,
it's Winslow's saying it should be 51-48, which I agree with. So Winslow with the three-point lead, as they haven't even put the free throw up on the board yet.
They're having issues with the clock, I think, the scoreboard.
Winslow with the rejection and the ball. Here we go. Here's Flanagan. Flanagan with the drive and the basket and the foul. Great job by Flanagan as he has two defenders stripping at the ball to maintain possession, go up strong off the backboard. Well, gets the foul and a chance for another three-point play.
Well, not only to get the shot off, but just to maintain his balance. He had two defenders on him the whole way down the floor, did Flanagan, and you look like you might have a train wreck at the end there, but credit him and his athleticism just for maintaining balance and being able to get that shot up. So that's a big bucket for the Bulldogs here.
His name on paper says Devin Flanagan, but I heard someone call him Skinny, which I don't know why they'd call him Skinny. It's a joke. Flanagan cannot convert the three-point play, but Winslow with the stepped on the line. Stepped on the line. Holbrook will get possession down 5, less than 4 minutes, 3.5 minutes left to play here in the game. It was tied, and just like that, Winslow with a three-point play and another potential three-point play has a 5-point lead now. Here's Smith for Holbrook. Smith will give it up to Begay. Begay, top of the key, working his man, crossover dribble. Will find Martin. Martin working left side, back to Smith. Smith for three, in and out. Another good shot by Smith. He's been on all night, only had one to fall. Here comes Winslow, pushing the ball up hard, and good defensive play by Holbrook to strip the ball. Ends up in Smith's hand. Less than 3 minutes left in the game. Begay up court to Young. Young, three-point line. Crowd is yelling at him to shoot. He decides not to. He throws it all the way across the court to number 20. That's Silas Cheverrio. Silas, we'll call him. Somehow the ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay on Holbrook's side.
Well, it's batted away by number 5 for Winslow, Flanagan, and it ends up going off his foot, so it'll stay on the Holbrook side.
Smith, inbound to Marcel Young. Young up top to Begay. Begay, swing pass to Smith, who will dribble back to the top of the key with the screen from Martin. Martin for three, got it! A beautiful shot and a beautiful play by Martin. 51-53, Winslow with the lead. Less than 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes left to play. We'll step away. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 and worldwide at iTalk1067.com.
Need a fireplace? Ace has that. Need barbecue grills? Ace has that. Need paint? Ace is the best place for that. Need a chainsaw or weed eater? Ace has that too. Ace can even fix your chainsaw and your weed eater. Ace Hardware has everything you need for your home improvement project. They even have a 24/7 locksmith. Locked out of your home or car? Their mobile unit will come to you. That's your helpful place. Ace Hardware of the White Mountains in Pinetop, Overguard, and Sholo.
With over 25 years of experience in search and recruiting, Care National is dedicated to matching skilled professionals with careers in healthcare. Care National, nationwide medical management recruitment services. Let us get you hired.
Well, we're back. We lost our radio, but we are still streaming. So 2:34 left in the game. Winslow with the ball. Excuse me, Holbrook with the ball. They can't get a basket to drop. Or was it Winslow?
Turnover by Holbrook. They get the bunny shot, can't get it to drop. Another turnover by Holbrook.
And I want to welcome back our radio listeners. 2:16 left in the game. Winslow with the lead by 2, 53-51. This is Martin, left elbow, looking for somewhere to pass it into the key. Can't find anybody. Tries to get it to Marcel Young. Ball stripped. Young handles it. Young to the baseline to Silas. Silas goes baseline up and gets the finger roll to drop. Tie game. Great job by Holbrook, who was down 12 in the third quarter, to tie this ball game up with less than 2 minutes left. 53-53. Winslow with possession. Here's Benally.
Holbrook
pass left side, to Billy.
Pressure man defense, pressuring the ball at the perimeter.
Billy dribbles ball all the way around the three-point line, gives it off to Benally. Benally drives, gets the foul, no basket. Ball be taken out of bounds.
Well, that'll be 3 on Cheverio, his third personal, but more importantly, it will now send Winslow into the bonus with 9 team fouls for Holbrook. So Dalvin Benally on that foul will go to the free throw line here. These are big free throws, needless to say, for the Winslow Bulldogs.
Dalvin Benally, chance to give his team the lead with 1:29 left. Shot is up and good. And a nod of approval from his coach, Ricky Greer. A little less R in your name there, coach. Not a good R balance. And Benally will nail the second one. 2-point lead now. Here comes Holbrook. Down by 2. 1:24 left in the game. This is Marcel Young, top of the key. He'll toss right side to Silas. Silas almost loses the ball. Ball's on the ground, and it'll be handled by Winslow. Outlet pass to Foster. Foster to Benally. Benally up to Sanders, and we'll get a coach. We'll get a timeout called by coach. Let's keep it here. 1:09 left in the game. 2-point lead by Winslow and the ball.
That's a big turnover on that last possession by the Roadrunners, and credit Flanagan, Devin Flanagan, number 5 for the Bulldogs, reaching over the top to knock that ball loose and subsequently able to gather it back up again. But that's a turnover that you don't want to see if you're on the Holbrook side with just a few, I don't even know how much time's left in this game, but not much. That was a big possession for the Roadrunners. And to come up empty is something that Coach Johnson certainly didn't want to see.
Great shot here from our White Mountain Youth Productions crew of head coach of the Roadrunners, Delmar Johnson. You can see the frustration on his face as his team is down 2 and needs to come up with a big stop here. If Winslow scores here, they'll make it a 2-possession game. Not that these teams can't score quickly. We've seen lots. We've seen a big shift. Holbrook was up first, and then they were down by 11 in the first half. Ended up tying the ball game, down 12 in the third quarter, ended up tying the ball game here in the fourth. Now they're down 2 with Winslow with the ball. Great inbound pass to Skinny Flanagan, who can't convert the layup. A great drawn-up pass by the Winslow Bulldogs, and Flanagan cannot convert. Holbrook with the ball. This is Martin. Martin to Young. Young to Begay. 52 seconds left. Begay drives, dishes. This is Dixon. Dixon with the little 8-footer floater. No good. Rebound Winslow. Fight for it. And the ball will go out of bounds on
No, I think they're going to call a foul
Really
here
call a
against
foul?
Holbrook. A couple of defenders come out on Akeem Foster, and in the process of trying to knock the ball away, they're going to call the foul on Dixon, his first. But that will send Winslow to the free throw line. Akeem Foster will shoot a 1-and-1 here.
Free throws are big here for Foster. His team up to a chance to make it a two-possession game if he can nail both.
Actually, he'll shoot 2, not 1-and-1, with the team fouls now at 10 for Holbrook. That's a big break for the Bulldogs with Akeem Foster missing the first. He'll stay at the line to shoot 2.
Akeem Foster, 6-foot junior, will miss both, but it looked like Flanagan was going to come down with the offensive possession, but it falls into Holbrook. And outlet pass up to Begay. Begay drives, gets the ball stripped. Great hands, and the ball goes out of bounds, but it'll remain Holbrook ball as Winslow was battling for the ball, and they dribbled it out of bounds.
Well, great steals by Bulldogs after having the ball turned over to the Roadrunners. Number 3, Sanders, down on the baseline, was able to pick the ball, but in dribbling, it looked like he dribbled it out of bounds on that baseline.
32 seconds left in the game, 55-53, Winslow.
And Sanders is hurt. He's got a hip pointer or something going on with his leg.
He's saying he's okay.
In.
Holbrook with the ball. Ball almost gets stripped by Sanders, but maintained possession by Marcel Young. Young gives it up to Smith. Smith over to Begay, top of the key. 21 seconds left. It's Martin. Martin, left-handed dribble, will get a timeout, Holbrook. We'll get a timeout. 18 seconds left. Let's step away for 30 seconds. This is Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Need a fireplace? Ace has that. Need barbecue grills? Ace has that. Need paint? Ace is the best place for that. Need a chainsaw or weed eater? Ace has that too. Ace can even fix your chainsaw and your weed eater. Ace Hardware has everything you need for your home improvement project. They even have a 24/7 locksmith. Locked out of your home or car? Their mobile unit will come to you. That's your helpful place. Ace Hardware of the White Mountains in Pinetop, Overguard, and Sholo.
Well, punt, we got a nail biter.
Yes, we do.
18 seconds
55.
left. Excuse me, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Holbrook coach Johnson calls the full timeout to gather his guys up. They have the ball here, and down by 2, obviously drawing up a play for the guys to run. So what'll be interesting is to see if they may try to do a 3-point play design to try to get the lead, the outright lead. But regardless, this is a situation where the Roadrunners definitely need a bucket if they're going to stay in this thing.
Holbrook with the ball, down 2, 18 seconds left. They lose and they're done in the tournament. It's a semifinal game. They'll face the winner of our game 2 of our doubleheader between the Snowflake Lobos and the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets. Here we go, 17 seconds. This is Begay. Begay, top of the key, 13 seconds. Begay. Over to Dixon. Dixon, back to Begay. Begay for 2. Got it! He got it! Begay got the 2-point shot. No, that should not be a 3-point shot. He had 1 foot inside. He had 1 foot inside the 3-point line. Is that a 2? That's a 3. The ref is calling it a 3-point basket. I have to disagree with that 100% punt. As I saw his foot, he was 1 foot inside the line. That should not be a 3-point play. This should be a tie ball game. 7.1
They're talking
seconds.
about time on the clock, 7.1 they'll put on, which will give Winslow some time, certainly, but
be sure to check that game back out, or this play back out when it's replayed on City 4 TV.
The referee wasted no time in throwing his arms up for that 3. There was no hesitation in the move. And I didn't have my eyes on the floor, but regardless, they're going to put up 3 here. So a 1-point lead for the Roadrunners, Holbrook Roadrunners, after that 3-point shot by Begay. But enough time on the clock for Winslow to run something here with 7 seconds.
This game's replayed on Sholo TV, channel 56, Monday and Friday at 7 p.m. and Saturdays at 1:30. You can be sure we'll put a a clip of that up on our iTalk 106.7 Facebook page and get your opinion on whether that was a 2 or 3 point basket. I'm telling you it was a 2 point basket. Holbrook over there, Holbrook sidelines are they're excited about something. Nonetheless, it's a 1 point lead for the Holbrook Roadrunners on a big 3 point basket by Begay. Was it Begay?
Yes.
I don't remember who hit it.
Yes,
or was it
Begay,
Dixon?
number 24. No, number 24. With that slow delivery of his, he was able to pull up with enough room and just drains the 3 by what the ref called and puts Holbrook up by 1. So full court pressure here by the Roadrunners with 7 seconds left on the clock for the Bulldogs.
Akeem Foster to inbound for the Bulldogs. 7 seconds to go and the game is over. There, his team down 1. Inbound to Benali. Benali, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. He puts up a shot off the rim, and that's the game. That's the game. Holbrook Roadrunners come from behind by 12. Down by 12 in the third quarter. They tied up in the fourth. They're down two points with 18 seconds left in the game, and a huge 3 point basket by Begay.
And you can look by the look on the players, the Bulldogs players' faces, they're in just disbelief here. They can't believe they actually didn't walk away with the victory here. Had momentum most of the game, and that last shot by Benali, a tough shot for sure against tight defense, but he was certainly trying to draw the foul. No foul called, and the basket doesn't go, so Holbrook will walk away with a 1 point victory here.
Nonetheless, what a game between the Winslow Bulldogs and the Holbrook Roadrunners. The Bulldogs fall 1 point short on what I'm going to call a controversial 3 point basket. We'll take a break. We'll come back with their Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store player of the game and a full game recap when we get back. This is Cholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk. Excuse me, had to sneeze. On iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Need a fireplace? Ace has that. Need barbecue grills? Ace has that. Need paint? Ace is the best place for that. Need a chainsaw or weed eater? Ace has that too. Ace can even fix your chainsaw and your weed eater. Ace Hardware has everything you need for your home improvement project. They even have a 24/7 locksmith. Locked out of your home or car? Their mobile unit will come to you. That's your helpful place. Ace Hardware of the White Mountains in Pinetop, Overguard, and Sholo.
Welcome back to Sholo High School, home of the Cougars, where it's the site of the Division 4, Section 4.
Section 4,
Section
Division
4,
3.
Division 3. Where I tell you, I'm going to petition the AIA to bring back the 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A. What a game by the Holbrook Roadrunners and the Winslow Bulldogs. 1 point victory for the Winslow Bulldogs. Punt, take away the game recap. Let's do a player of the game.
Okay, player of the game. Well, first I want to make sure for the losing Bulldogs, I mean, they battled all night. They had a lead for most of the game.
Absolutely.
And props certainly for Trelawney Sanders. He ends up the high point man for the entire game with 17 points. Not far behind him, Dalvin Benali, a big game, number 1 with 11 points. He's the guy that took the last shot for the Bulldogs. Obviously didn't get it to fall, nor did he draw the foul, which is, I think, one of the things he was trying to do there. But when we look on the victorious Holbrook side, we got a lot of guys contributing tonight. Marlon Martin was 6. Marcos Clark was 6. Silas Chevalier with 5. Abrian Dixon was 6. Marcel Young with 12. He had a big game tonight. Alex Smith hit the 3. He gets 3. But ultimately, I think there's no doubt the player of the game tonight, Mario Begay hits the big three to finish the game and put Holbrook up. But he cut loose with a bunch of threes in the first half as also in the second half. He ends up being the high point man for Holbrook tonight, but more importantly, hitting that big clutch shot to finish the game up and give the victory for the Roadrunners tonight. So congratulations to Mario Begay as a player of the game.
Begay, he is your Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store Player of the Game. Player of the Game is brought to you by Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store. For the best selection of hiking, hunting, fishing, camping gear on the mountain, go to Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store, south of Pine Top on Highway 20. Congratulations to the Holbrook Roadrunners. We'll step away. We're going to get you set for Game 2 of our doubleheader action between the Snowflake Lobos and the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more high school basketball right here on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
This is my town.
Sholo is football and party town, especially when you show up at Sholo